Ooh, hold on, hold on. There we go. All right, folks, it's gonna be a little bit bouncy, but we're going on a hayride today. You see, we have the whole cart to ourselves. We are at Maynard's Farm in Clintondale, New York. Hello, everyone joining in. I thought we would do something a little bit special today for, this is it, guys. This is the 3rd anniversary of the Candle Enthusiast. Actually, it was a couple days ago, but it's all the same. So as we pass along here, let me show you. It's gonna be bouncy. I apologize. But these are, of course, apples, apple orchards. This is apple country, the Hudson Valley. What we're looking at here is a bunch of underripe apples yet. These probably won't get picked until much later in the season. Yeah, you can see that they are, if you can see, I'm not sure if you can, but we have full red color popping, very little underripe looking apples on these trees. And take a look at this view. I love it. Let me flip the camera around. How about that? So welcome everybody to the Candle Enthusiast. I am your host, Shane Carlson, and we're going live today. I usually don't do spontaneous lives on the main channel, but like I said, 3rd anniversary, I thought we had to get out and do something really special. And you know, from my neck of the woods, this is the beginning of, you know, doing stuff like this. This is the beginning of the autumn fall season, truly. I mean, a lot of us have been celebrating, preparing for autumn, buying Halloween candles, but let's face it, this is pretty much the last summer of the weekend, the last summer of the weekend, the last weekend of the summer, and it's already getting a little bit chilly. I was a little bit worried that it was going to be warm today, but what do we want to talk about? I can see you folks. It's really hard for me to read these comments. We will sit and have a chat. Maybe, just maybe, if you tune in and hang out, we may have a giveaway, or at least a way you can participate in a giveaway for one of my very own special candles, a vintage Halloween Yankee candle. So if you're interested in your Yankee candle collectibles, hang in there for this live, or if you're watching this later, you can just fast forward, let's be honest. So 3rd anniversary, I should be sitting here talking about, oh, I feel great that I accomplished this, I feel great that I accomplished. No. The way I want to spend this time is to tell you folks, really not so much congratulate you. That sounds horrible, but what I mean is this day is important to me because of you guys. And trust me, when I started this channel, when I had the inkling of starting a channel on YouTube, I never thought that I would be embraced by so much kindness, generosity, genuine like friendship, man. We have like friendship, especially on the Facebook group, the Candle Enthusiast Facebook group. Swing on over if you are not a member of the Facebook group. But I really just want to tell you guys, and excuse me if I'm being redundant, because I have a tendency to repeat myself from time to time, but that's only because it's coming from a truthful place. We all go through very difficult times in our lives, challenging times, times where we hesitate, times where we have self-doubt and we second guess ourselves. And this year was a year that was very challenging for me, and maybe not in a bad way, maybe in a good way. It doesn't always have to be a bad way. But being away from producing videos, being away from the creative process was certainly something that was really eating away at my heart. And without your guys' persistence, your folks' continual, hi Shane, how you doing? How you doing today? All of these wonderful comments on all my past videos, all of your friendships that we made on the Candle Enthusiast Facebook group, it's truly made the experience of being away from my channel so much easier. And now that I feel like this difficult time is starting to get behind me, and I'm feeling more comfortable working and editing and filming more, working on new material, I feel like you guys carried me along this hiatus that I was on. You know, my fear was, you know, the whole Candle Enthusiast thing would be forgotten. So for the sincerest place in my heart, I really want to dig down deep, and as honestly as I can, I want to thank you guys so much for truly helping me through what I would consider a very difficult period of my life. Challenging year. We all have challenging years. So let's change the pace. Talk about generosity and kindness and support. If you guys don't know, just 2 weeks ago, I just randomly put a Halloween Candle Enthusiast t-shirt on Spreadshirt.com. Spreadshirt is a really great company for YouTubers, because I don't have to buy t-shirts, I don't have to print anything, I don't have to have anything shipped to me. All I have to do is design the t-shirt, upload it, and they take care of all of the orders. But I put up a t-shirt and I honestly thought I was gonna sell like 3. Maybe my mom would buy one, maybe my brother would buy one, maybe I would buy one. But what ended up happening is you guys not only completely 100% funded my annual Yankee Candle Halloween preview party trip from beginning to end. Food, gas, hotels, even the stuff that I purchased for evaluations. It covered it all. Plus a very special trip that I'm going to be taking very shortly. So it was just an outrageous success. And if you haven't, a little plug here, if you haven't gotten your t-shirt, there are a bunch left. I was gonna limit it to 50, but there's so many people who wanted them that I'm just gonna let it ride for another few days. And however many we sell, but I'll pull it in a few days. And speaking of the t-shirts, you know, I have to pay for the shirts myself. I can't just get a free t-shirt. You know, my brother is like, hey, can I get like 3 t-shirts for my friends? I'm like, I can't get them for free. And what was really upsetting, I got a t-shirt, but I really wanted a hoodie. I love hoodies. I feel comfortable in hoodies, but you know, I didn't want to spend the cash, the profits I was making for the funds of this show on buying, you know, a piece of apparel for myself. So what happened for the 3rd anniversary of the Candle Enthusiast, I hope you don't mind me saying your name, but Nancy, one of my favorites, what a sweetheart. She sent me something in the mail, and I want to show you guys what this is right here. This is a spreadsheet. Well, let me flip the camera around. So we have a Spreadshirt box. I'll be honest, when I open this up, I'm like, wait a minute. This is a big box for a t-shirt, plus I already got my t-shirt. Then I opened it up. Gift card from Nancy, a personalized gift card, and then check this out, folks. Let's see if we can get a good view. We have the limited edition Candle Enthusiast 2019 design hoodie in black. Look at this thing. I cannot wait till it gets cold enough to wear this thing. So huge shout out and thank you to Nancy for giving me this very special gift. It truly does mean a lot. Let's put this back in the box. How great would it be if this box just goes sliding off the Hayride at this point? Oh. Woo! All right, this hayride is going to be coming to an end. I'm not sure why we're stopped. It seems like we picked up a bunch of folks picking their own apples. That's probably something I should have been doing. But let's see if I can read some of these comments. We got a couple minutes before we get off the hayride, so I'm opening up this to any questions you guys may have, and then we're gonna grab some goodies from my vehicle. If I can get my sunglasses on. Thank you, Stephanie. Happy 3rd anniversary. It's funny, I don't even celebrate my birthday, and yet this is like a pretty exciting day. Oh man, it's like impossible to read these. Oh, and another thing too I should mention, because it really is impossible with the bouncing to read the comments. We did a live. We're taking a long route here, but look at this man-made irrigation pond. But one of the lives at the Yankee Candle Village, we just with super chats. This is not a shameless plug for super chats right now, but I feel like I need to mention this because I didn't get to thank everybody for the super chats, and what we just one live at the Yankee Candle Village. We almost made $100. Again, I hate to be talking about money because I really don't want to give anybody the wrong impression. Like, you know, I'm going out and buying a brand new pair of shoes with this money. All of this money is going into a separate checking account that belongs to the Candle Enthusiast. This way, all of the funds that are sent my way, whether it's through Patreon, whether it's through donations through PayPal, or whether it's through super chats, or even the pennies that Google gives me for ads on my videos, all of that goes into the Candle Enthusiast account for budgeting videos for the upcoming season. Whew. Let me flip the camera around so you guys can get a nice view. You know, I should feel guilty. I'm not guilty. But you know, a lot of people who watch the Candle Enthusiast just for the evaluations, they see these lives and they're like, what is this stuff? And then they unsubscribe. I don't even care. This is kind of a special thing. Take you guys along with me on a hayride. If people want to unsubscribe, go ahead. Unsubscribe, but don't unsubscribe. Just let me celebrate. Let us celebrate. I just spent, no kidding folks, 14 hours in total editing my 55-minute edited Kringle Candle Halloween evaluation video. I posted it very, very early this morning. If you haven't seen it yet, it is long, but make sure at some point you check it out. Now, the candles are going to be sold out, but either way, it was a really, really fun experience. Essentially, just about had every candle that was available for Pringle and Country Candle this year. I unboxed them and I evaluated them the best I could on the spot. But man, it took about 4 hours to film and a total of 14 hours to edit combined over a couple days, which is the reason why my 2019 Yankee Candle Village video is a little late. Because I had to stop editing the Yankee Candle Village video to get that Pringle candle video done. Whew. It's so shaky. It's kind of like I'm on like one of those massage chairs that you see in the shopping malls. You put in $1. And here's the other thing. You guys know when the winter comes, I'm always looking for a place to go sledding. It's actually a lot harder to find a place to go sledding for adults than it might seem, at least for me. And the family that owns this farm, very good friends with this family, and when they made this, they made this is a handmade irrigation pond. They took all of the dirt here, right, and they made this huge mound right here. I mean, this is not doing it justice. It's a huge mini mountain, and when the winter comes and that's covered in snow, oh man, we're breaking out the Walmart saucer sled, and it's not that steep, but we'll find the steepest part to go sledding. This hayride was free, by the way. Did not pay a dime to go on this hayride. Not only that, but it's been almost 20 minutes of riding through the orchards, wind blowing my hair, but I am going to buy a bunch of apples. So again, a little plug for these folks, Miners Farm in, I believe it's Clintondale. If it's not Clintondale, it's going to be a town in and around that area. But there's fun stuff. I did my very first live video here. They have a red apple and a green apple mascot running around, creating havoc and mischief. There's kids on bouncy castles. I don't want to film the children. It's not really appropriate for the parents or the children. Let's see if we can get Green Apple, Miss Granny Smith, to wave to us. Can we get a wave? There we go. There we go. That's exciting stuff for me. Look at the bouncy castle. It's not even a castle. It's a bouncy balloon. You just bounce around. And then concessions, ice cream, apple cider donuts, hot treats, cold treats, sweet treats, savory treats, you name it. And then inside this barn, we have, well, it's probably not loaded now because it's still very, very early in the season, but in the full swing of the season, they'll have at least 20 different varieties of apples for you to choose from, freshly picked off the trees from this property. The hayride is coming to a close. Thank you, sir. All right. All right, so let's take a little walk to the vehicle. Gonna grab something and then we'll have a seat, and then I'll be able to take my sunglasses off and we can have a chit chat. I just hope the service is decent because I'll be honest, I looked at my service on my phone before I started this video and it didn't look promising. So I hope I'm at least not cutting out or lagging too bad. A little bit of copyrighted music in the background, so I'll just keep talking on top of that. Of course, this is where I get speechless. So here's a little tidbit of information. Did you know that it is punishable? There is a fee, or I don't know what you call it, but you can be fined for stealing an apple off a tree. And guess how much? $80 an apple. The last time I heard. But when you grow up in apple country, you know all the families, and the rule is, as long as you pick it up off the ground, you're good to go. So I'm gonna try one of these apples. I figure that would do two things. Give us something to talk about, aromatically, taste speaking. This one looks pretty decent. There's a couple busted spots, some worms, who cares? I'm just kidding, kids. Don't eat apples off the ground. All right. So this section of trees here, this parking lot used to be one big orchard, but these are not Jonah Gold. Okay, so Jonathan apples or Macintosh? Maybe I'll be able to tell you when I take a bite. Let's see how good I am. Look at that, look how shiny. Now, when you buy apples and you see the powdery stuff on the skin, you might think that that's like pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, chemicals, and all that stuff. It's not necessarily. It's actually a native yeast that's on the skins of the apple. So that's how you can ferment apples, with its actual own yeast on the skins of the apple. Did you know that? Huh. Ooh. I love it, but that's not ripe yet. I mean, it's really tart. The sugars are much lower ratio than the acids. This is a much better baking apple, applesauce apple, apple pie, stuff like that. The texture is not like crisp, crunchy. It's a little bit more softer and mealy. Not in a bad way, but it is better to use these for baking. I'll let Bambi eat that off the ground. I want to gross you out by chewing. I brought a special guest today because he hasn't been around in a while. He missed you guys. I'm sweating. I don't care. I can sweat. But he wanted to say hello. There he is, Santa Claus. How many of you guys have missed Santa Claus? Santa Claus has been with me just about. Have you been with me for the 3 years? Just about. I think I found you. Found him, you know, in the back roads of New Hampshire at a Goodwill. He was just chilling out. Needed a ride, needed a lift to Santa's village. Picked him up for $5. That's right, $5 at a Goodwill. And if he hasn't been in every single one of my videos, but if he hasn't been in any video he hasn't been in, most likely he's just off screen. He's kind of my good luck charm. He hangs out with me. It's all right. I'm a grown adult man, and I carry around a stuffed Santa Claus. All right, so let's do this giveaway. We're gonna have to make this up on the spot. This is something I really should have planned out. I got it in my hand. I was wondering where it was. I really apologize for this camera work today, guys. You guys are probably so seasick. Copyrighted music, man. Can you hear that? We got some good tunes playing today. So, like I was saying before, this really isn't a day for me to boast. That's not who I am in the first place, but it's really me. It's a day for me to say thank you to you guys. I've always been more of a gift giver than a gift receiver. I mean, I always like receiving gifts, don't get me wrong, but I love giving gifts if I can do it, if I can afford it. And since this is a day, like I said, a day I think really to celebrate you folks, I want to give away something that's pretty special. At least I think so. All right, let's get comfy. Now, I did do a video here. I filmed the whole video at this farm. Corn maze. I had interviews with the staff. I did a hayride, picked apples, picked pumpkins, and the hard drive crash of 2018. That's what I call it. I lost all of the footage. And man, what a bummer that was. But one day I'll come here, maybe this year, make another video. So what candle am I going to give away? Again, this is a vintage Halloween candle. As long as we're here in the, if you're watching live and you have access to hit that thumbs up button, let's do that. So let's show you what the candle is first, and then we're going to quickly make up a way how you guys can win. It's gonna have to be a lottery system, because I don't want, if you rather you've been with me for 3 years or been with me for 3 days, I don't want to pick favorites. But check this out, guys. I have a few of these. I recently put up 2 on the official Candle Enthusiast eBay page to raise funds for the show, and 2 of these went to really wonderful homes, people who have been supporters for a long time. There's actually currently another one up on the eBay page. Just type in TCE as in the Candle Enthusiast and Yankee Candle. That's all you got to do, and then usually or TCE. Just that, and then all of my auctions will come up. But this is the only thing I have up right now. But this was originally released, this label, Trick or Treat, in 2001, this label. And what's really special about this label, we'll talk about the fragrance in a second because it's a little bit confusing, is that it's a glow-in-the-dark label. The eyes, the nose, the mouth light up in the dark. Even while you're burning the candle, there's that phosphorescent glow, which is beautiful. Makes you kind of wonder why Yankee or even other companies haven't done this more. But like I said, this label was originally introduced in 2001. It did make a few comebacks in later years. This particular candle was factory sealed. And what I mean by that is when I acquired this, it was sealed in an original Yankee Candle manufacturing box. It had never been opened. This never had sat on a shelf in a Yankee Candle storefront. It was never in an outlet. This was in the box it was packaged in Hadley, Massachusetts, right outside South Deerfield, the day it was packaged. That's why you can tell the glass is in impeccable shape for being a candle that is quite old. Now, let's catch up a little bit on this trick or treat. I've mentioned this a bunch of times this season. Trick or treat, the name trick or treat and candy corn has a long history with Yankee Candle. The original candy corn fragrance, as far as my research goes, was called Halloween candy. It was introduced as early as the 70s, but was sold through the Yankee Candle country store in South Deerfield for during the Halloween season exclusively. It wasn't really distributed, and it didn't go out to shops. It was called Halloween candy. It came in a pillar, and it came in an apothecary jar. And then in the early 90s, the first black band Trick or Treat came out, and it changed from Halloween candy to Trick or Treat. It was a candy corn fragrance. So let's fast forward. In 1998, Trick or Treat came back after not being produced for a while, or at least in a different label. I'm trying my best to tell this story while trying to recall all the information. So in 1998, it was released as a candy corn fragrance called Trick or Treat, right? 1999, same thing. Candy corn, it was a candy corn fragrance called Trick or Treat. 2001, if I'm not mistaken, Trick or Treat, the candle came out, but it was not just candy corn. It smelled like candy, but it was spiced up. It had honey. It had, I would say, some like rum candy, some spicier notes. $5 super chat from Ann. Ann is showing so much love and support to the Candle Enthusiast. Thank you so much for that super chat. So for a couple of years in the early 2000s, Trick or Treat was this spicier version, very much like what we saw come out this year, Trick or Treat. Then Trick or Treat, the candy corn fragrance, you guys following me, became candy corn. They just called it candy corn, which they should have done in the first place. And then Trick or Treat became the swirl candle, which is a swirl of candy corn and buttercream, right? And then both were retired, one in 2017, one in 2018. And candy corn is still gone. Trick or Treat came back out. We had Sweet Seduction, which was kind of a candy corn take. All of this to say that this candle right here is, from the best of my knowledge, from the best of all the pieces I can put together, was the first kind of creation of the Trick or Treat candle that we saw this year for 2019. So although everyone's calling Trick or Treat a brand new candle, Trick or Treat and Haunted Hayride, I don't think Trick or Treat's a brand new candle. I think it's a callback to an earlier version of Trick or Treat. Because when I smell this, right, this is not anything but straight up candy corn. I mean, it smells like candy corn, but it's like you have candy corn steeping in a mug of spiced mulled cider. Not so much apple, I'm talking about really the spices, and add a little bit of apple brandy or rum into that beverage. There's this sweet rum candy, and not a big, trust me, not a big pumpkin spice bomb, not to worry. But as old as this candle is, it it smells absolutely fantastic. You know, you always can tell there's a little bit of age with the candle on this. You know, you can just smell the age. It doesn't smell funky, it doesn't smell off. It just smells a little bit of a little bit waxier than a brand new candle. But with that said, it's a very intense, a powerful candle. The one thing that was interesting and a little bit disappointing, I think, look at that wick. It looks like it's been lit. It's not. That wick, all of them that I have, turned really dark. I have no idea what that's all about. None of my older Yankee candles wicks have done that. We have €1.99 from Jamie. Thank you so much for the support, buddy. I really, really appreciate it. But this candle needs a new home. So this is what we're gonna do. If you guys are watching this video, what you're gonna do is make sure you subscribe to this channel. Last time I checked, we were 3,900. What was it? It was. We were 1 or 2 away from 4,000 subscribers. Yeah, I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. I may have lost a few because of this live. It always happens when I do a live on this channel. But make sure you subscribe so we can hit that milestone, 3rd anniversary, 4,000 subscribers. But this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to my Instagram profile and you're gonna follow me on Instagram. And on my latest post, I want you to comment with hashtag TCE. TCE, and tell me anything you want. Tell me your favorite Halloween candle, your favorite Halloween candy, what you're most excited about, what is your favorite holiday. Tell me an anecdote, tell me a joke, tell me anything you want. I'll try to answer as many comments as I can, but subscribe to the channel, go to my Instagram account, and go to my latest post and hashtag TCE, as in the Candle Enthusiast. And what I'll do is a lottery system. I'll pick someone, whether you live 2 towns away or whether you live in the southern hemisphere. I will ship this to you on me. It's the least I can do for all of the support that you guys have given me. How does that sound? That's it, right? I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's nuts. Just make sure you subscribe. Maybe you can subscribe to Aromatically Speaking, my second channel too. That's always helpful. We need to get 1,000 subscribers there. Okay, we're gonna open this up to some questions. I'm really gonna take off my sunglasses now. If you guys have any questions you wanna ask, you have my undivided attention. I never do lives like this on the main channel, and I just don't care. I'll let this roll for as long as I want. You see these glasses? What do you guys think about Candle Enthusiast glasses? These sunglasses are amazing. You see, I dropped them. It doesn't matter. They're made out of silicone. You see that? I mean, they're not indestructible, but I break sunglasses every day. And these things are so flexible, and I love the retro feel and the color. And we got some questions. Blend it like Brian. Shane, did you get Kringle Poison Apple yet? I have a bet with myself how you will describe it. LOL. I'll be honest with you, I did not purchase the poison apple. It was just a judgment call versus, staying on budget. But I will be a Kringle candle again very soon. Not to say that they're gonna have it, but I will ask because after doing my evaluation, I'm kind of upset that I just didn't get everything. There's a few things I didn't get. I didn't get the candy corn in the tumbler. I didn't get the black cat in the tumbler. But I did order Wolfsbane and Fright Night, and I did not get them yet. And I looked at the receipt, and it's freaking me out because the receipt is not, they're not on my receipt that came in the box. So I may have messed up, screwed up. It may have been my fault, but I'm trying to figure it out with Kringle Candle. Just got an Instagram account, someone hashtagging TCE saying, I love the Kringle video. You need the black cat for the label. I know, right? What is your favorite apple treat or baked goods? I mean, I feel like, I'm going to give you a really, really simple answer, but it's the God's honest truth. It's going to be apple cider donuts. And what's amazing about apple farms, Stephanie, in this area, nearly every family farm, whether it's here, down the street, 2 miles that way, everyone has their own handmade, at least, they didn't make the machine by hand, but they make alterations. They kind of piece it together like some crazy piece of machinery. They all have their own apple cider donut machines that, pump out the apple cider donuts. I know they have a customized machine, and here, another farm a couple miles away. Not only do they have a special machine that they designed, but apparently it's like this Hudson Valley award-winning recipe. So apple cider donuts, there's just nothing like it. I'm seeing these Instagram hashtags come in. I appreciate that, guys. Keep them coming. Someone's going to win that candle. Hello from Jersey City. Just picked up my first Yankee cider house. I'm in a perfect location then. They don't make cider here, but they do make cider just down the road. It's called Bad Seed Cider. I actually was good friends with the owner when I was a young guy. Have you smelled that one yet? I do. I have it. And it is lovely. Looking forward to heading upstate for some apple picking this fall, says Jess. So yes, I feel like the farmers market collection this year was, a very big success. I think there was something for everyone. I think nobody really complained as far as performance of the candles. I never really complained, but I didn't hear a lot of people complain. And although with a name like Cider House, there's so many possibilities, it was still a really, really awesome candle and smelled great. I actually have 2, I believe, but I haven't burned it yet. I gotta get on this. Happy Labor Day, says Jenna. Rockin' Robin. Wish I got Black Cat. Black Cat was a huge surprise to me aromatically. Whoa, man. It was, I feel like I was using in my evaluation the word musky a lot because musky is really just a classification. It's very hard to be specific when it comes to musk. But it was kind of like it's kind of like a friendlier, less aggressive version of Wolfsbane. Maybe. I never had an apple cider donut, says Stephanie. I'm almost ashamed to call myself an East Coaster. You're an East Coaster, Stephanie. You've never had an apple cider donut. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if you ever need recommendations of like some of the best, I still say, honestly, probably one of the best apple cider donuts I've ever had. Yankee Candle Village just got one, by the way. They just got their own machine. But I think the best apple cider donuts, I feel bad saying this, come from Apple Country, is the donuts from Santa's Village in Jefferson, New Hampshire. And Candle Dreams, €5. Thank you so much. You are a dream, Candle Dreams. I'm sorry. I'm trying to come up with something other than thank you, but know that I really appreciate it. Do you ship your Halloween mugs to the UK? Do I ship your Halloween mugs to the UK? My mugs? If you're talking about Spreadshirt, they ship just about to every country in the world. I don't know how much you're going to pay for shipping, but the Candle Enthusiast mug, the Mary Tyler Moore candle, limited to 50. It took a long time to sell them, but they are long gone. But I will be doing another mug soon. Do you ship your Halloween mugs to the UK? Yeah. So Jamie, if you're talking about Spreadshirt, they do ship. Are you? Stephanie, I had my very first fresh apple cider donut last year, made at the local Colorado apple orchard. Apple orchard in Colorado, that makes sense. It's amazing. Colorado is killing it these days. Wine, beer, I guess apples now. Can you ship to Arizona where I live now? Huh. That's right. When you said you were an East Coaster, Stephanie, I knew that was confusing me for some reason. My family and I visit the Apple Hill Farms in the foothill areas of the Sierra Mountains every year to get our apples and apple cider donuts. Can't wait. Oh man, those are the days. Did we hit 4,000 subs? Is somebody confirming we hit 4,000 subscribers? That's really cool, guys. That's really cool. You know, when you talk about big YouTubers, monstrous people with millions of subscribers, I don't think I would trade places seriously, because the 4,000 that I have, you guys have kind of stuck with me, and like I said, are loyal. I'd rather have a more intimate, smaller, loyal following than a million subscribers who watch one of my videos once a year. That's really cool. 4,000 subscribers. That's insane. Do you know how long it took me to get my first 100? Virginia, $5 super chat. Thank you. Thank you, Virginia. Virginia, I don't think we've been acquainted. I try to, the little avatar photos of you guys are so small. And I try to remember. I can't always see the pictures. Sometimes you guys don't even have pictures of yourselves. And we have Ann with a $10 super chat. Guys, really, thank you. That really means a lot. I'm just still, I'm kind of excited about 4,000. Can I be a little bit emotional for a second? Let me just be emotional for a second. This is not me milking. Please don't think this is me milking, trying to draw attention. But as soon as that popped up, 4,000 subscribers, the first thing that crossed through my mind was like, oh man, I gotta call Dad and tell him I got 4,000 subscribers. I miss you, Dad. All right, guys, this has been really good. I didn't sleep last night. Did I tell you that? I didn't sleep. I was up editing until all hours of the night. It was such a long video. YouTube was having a difficult time actually getting the video processed and uploaded. So by the time I was ready for bed, the sun was out and I was ready for coffee. I honestly thought I was going to cancel this live, but I'm so happy I came out and did this because I feel really good. Really good. This you know, I think sometimes, you know, if you consider yourself an artist or just someone who really works on a project and is passionate about something, sometimes it's hard to congratulate yourself, or sometimes it's hard to feel good or positive. Sometimes good news can be bad news, if you know what I mean. I won't lie. I got a little bit of that Woody Allen in me, you know. I can never truly be happy, but today has just been one of these days where I'm like, I finished a very long video. It was my first edited video since, if you can believe this, since mid-December of last year. And not only that, it was my longest edited candle evaluation I've ever posted. And I'm just feeling like on top of the world right now. You know, favorite time of the year is around the corner. I can smell the apples in the air. I can get a whiff of those apple cider donuts every so often. And the greatest news, the best news I could tell you guys is that with your help from funding the show, with a bunch of good luck that I've received and a lot of generosity from very kind people, I can now promise that we're going to have some really unique, fun videos coming down the line. Some candle evaluations, but more importantly, we're going to be hitting the road doing some really fun things. I was very afraid financially how I was going to pull it off this year, but you know, people are really helping me out. You know, people are just they see that I'm you know, not trying to be a YouTube star. I'm just trying to put out passion, and they're trying to lend me a hand and help me out. And with that said, I won't go into detail, but I want to give a huge shout out to Kringle Candle. We got some really fun collaboration projects happening with Kringle Candle in the near future. I just have to iron out the details, but man, that's really exciting. And to have them, like, you know, welcome me instead of me sneaking in with a camera, for them to welcome me to produce some videos with them and for them. It keeps the cost down. It's a win-win situation. And there's, if you type in Kringle Candle tour, Kringle Candle showroom, whatever it may be, there's very little to no footage inside. And you know, I get great joy out of being able to take you places that you can't go. So if you can't make it to Kringle Candle, you can't make it to Yankee Candle Village, you can't make it to Santa's Village, you can't make it to Stockbridge, all of my favorite stops in New England, well, you can join me vicariously on this channel. And remember, it wasn't a bluff. Our third channel, my third channel, our third channel, what the hey? It will be called Aromatic Adventures, will be my third channel, and all of my destination videos, the ones I've already created, and all of the new ones will be on the brand new third channel. And the Candle Enthusiast will really just be strictly candle content. So this way, for the folks who don't really enjoy candles, they can watch Aromatic Adventures. Or for the folks who love just candles but not the destination videos, Candle Enthusiast. Or if you like everything I do, or hopefully some of the stuff that I do, you can follow me on all of my channels, including Aromatically Speaking, my all live channel. So one more time, huge thank you to you guys for the past 3 years, for lifting me up out of some lonely, sticky, dark places that we all experience in our life. But I'm just grateful that I have so many kind folks in my corner who just every morning I wake up and I look at my phone and I just see all the wonderful comments. People just asking me how I am. It's a wonderful feeling. So thank you so much. You really best thing, best part of this whole YouTube experience has been you guys. So thank you so much. Thank you for everyone for the super chats. Remember, the Trick or Treat candle I'll announce that next Sunday. How's that sound? Next Sunday, Smell It Sunday, or it might be on Saturday. We might switch it to Smell It Saturday. So make sure you hit that notification button. So this way you're notified when I go live. I'll announce the winner, and if you missed the live, don't worry. I'll make sure that you know that you won, and I'll get this to you one way or the other. Again, follow the Candle Enthusiast, or subscribe to the Candle Enthusiast, and follow me on Instagram. And on my latest post, hashtag TCE, as in the Candle Enthusiast. Leave me a comment, leave me a question. And if you don't have Instagram, just tell me in the comments below, hey, I don't have Instagram, but can I qualify for the giveaway? How's that sound? Thank you so much, guys. I will be talking to you soon. Next thing you're going to see is the 2019 Yankee Candle Village Halloween preview party video. I'm halfway done. I'm gonna pick up where I left off tomorrow morning and get that done for you guys. Better late than never, but I want everyone to have a great holiday weekend. Do something fun if you can. Get outside, soak up the sun, treat yourself to something good, and make sure that before you go to sleep or before the weekend ends, you can say to yourself, I had whether a small or large or somewhere in between, somewhat of an adventure this weekend. Make every day an adventure. Seriously, live enthusiastically, support positivity. Thank you guys so much for the past 3 years. Possibly, quite truthfully, probably the best 3 years of my life. I will be seeing you guys soon. Be good.